A conference is a huge opportunity to build relationships with extraordinary people, people who might have significant impact on your professional or even personal success. To make sure that you maximize the return on your and your organization's investment of time and money to attend these conferences, you can't afford to be just a conference commoner, going the way that everybody else does. I want you to be a conference commando. Here are 15 tips to help you do just that. Number 1, remember the 7 Ps. Prior proper planning prevents piss-poor performance. Military strategists have known that the most battles are won before the first shot is even fired. The side that determines where, when, and how engagement is fought usually gains an insurmountable advantage. So get focused. Take time weeks before the conference to think through and write down why you're attending. Right? What do you want to achieve? Who do you want to meet? The more clearly and articulate what you want and need from the conference, the more likely you can plan and execute your mission. Number 2, know your targets. Get the list of conference attendees somehow. Call the conference organizer, ask your friends who are going if they know who the other attendees are. Take a look at who's speaking, or whatever it takes. Then go through the list and note those that you want to meet in advance. Keep that list with you at all times during the conference, including social events, so that you know who you're focused on meeting and whom you still need to meet. Number 3, gather intelligence. If you want to get to know someone, the first thing you should do is figure out how you can help them. Remember, lead with generosity. Google them. Of course, their business interests will be the most obvious, but do you know something deeper? Do you find something deeper in your research? Learn about the human side, the things that they're interested in, curious about. Then you find your currency for them, your experience, your knowledge, your contacts, or your resources that can make them more successful, and be prepared to offer those. And get this, the best part of doing your homework is that it doesn't have to be a secret. When you meet the person you're trying to meet, you don't have to be secretive about it. You can always say, hey, I make a special effort to inquire about and do research on the people that I've wanted to meet. And as a result, I've got a bunch of things I wanted to ask you, or I've thought of some things that we might be able to do together, or hey, I was thinking, is this something I could be helpful to you on? Wouldn't that be amazing? People are flattered when you do that. Number 4, strike early. Don't wait for the conference to start your networking and relationship building. A week or 2 beforehand, go ahead and reach out to them on social media, find their email, send an email, even call their offices for that matter. These are the individuals that you want to be sure that you've met, and no whiny excuses about not being able to find their coordinates. This is the information age. You'll be able to figure out how to reach them. Number 5, never just attend a conference. You should be a speaker. What I mean by that is, while keynote speakers are given an hour-long infomercial about themselves on the stage, by virtue of asking a good question, you can acquire a quick 30-second commercial for yourself just by asking a thoughtful question during Q&A. Stand tall, say your name, very briefly say what you do, don't take a lot of time, but then ask a really great question. Then sit back and enjoy your temporary celebrity status because you've had a chance to stand out. People will be eager to approach you afterward because of a good question. Number 6, slate the speakers. Don't waste time standing in line after a speaker has already spoken. The point is that if you really want to meet somebody, catch them before they speak, before the long line is created. They're going to be getting mic'd up, they're going to be standing around. If you're where they will be before they go on stage, you have a much higher likelihood of getting a chance to share a few words. This is one I love. Number 7, get a wingman. Just as people lose weight more often and more effectively if they have a workout partner, you're going to start more relationships that you want if you team up, have each other's back. You and your buddy can provide each other motivation, guidance, assistance. You can say that each one has found the person you were targeting. You're actually a team checking in with each other throughout the whole conference. This is really powerful. It gives you motivation. It also gives you eyes in the conference throughout the entire time. Number 8, draft off the big kahuna. What I mean by this is get to know some of the most well-known folks at the conference. They might be speakers, but they might be organizers, and there might be people who've just gone every year that everybody knows. The important people will inevitably rotate around them sooner or later. If you're connected with the big kahunas, you're going to meet the people that you want to meet. Be an info hub. Be the person that really gets familiar with the conference program, with what cool side things are going on, etc. Pick the brains of everybody that you can to be the information hub, and then be available to give that information to others. Offer it to speakers, find out where people are going, where the cool restaurant is, what the side event is, etc. What's most important at these conferences is the break, not the actual conference. You could have stayed at home and watched YouTube to get the same content. What I want you to do is work on breaks. Don't run off, make phone calls and get caught up with stuff. The breaks are your opportunity to meet with people, make those kind of connections. So many people use the breaks to go get caught up on their other life. That's actually the conference. Number 11, hijack a dinner. Pick a dinner or a lunch or some meal that's going on and invite people to join you at that. You find a really interesting individual that agrees that they want to have dinner with you. This could be going on in a big auditorium. This could be going on in a major place, but you and your table is going to be special. Invite people to join a special time. The worst thing at these big events is when people go and you're wandering around trying to find a table to sit at. Make your table powerful from the beginning. Invite people intentionally to come there. Number 12, let your guard down when you engage an individual that you're trying to connect with. Don't just talk about small talk and the weather. It makes no impact at all. Skip the small talk and go to the deep stuff. Ask people what's really going on with them. Ask them why they came to the conference. Let people know what's going on with you, why you came to the conference, what your hopes were. And the more vulnerable and the more open you are in your conversation, the more memorable you'll be, and that's how you'll really connect with individuals. Number 13, I call this the deep bump. Once you've gone deep with an individual, you've connected with them, you've got contact information, you've agreed to follow up in some particular way, don't just cling to that individual for the entire time. Move on, go find another individual that you want to connect with, etc. You can always come back and make multiple connections with the same individual over a period of time, but too often we find the one person that we've really connected with and we stay with that individual, and you're not maximizing the opportunity to move on and meet new people that'll be important to you. Take names and notes. So as you're engaging with somebody, you might ask for a business card if they still have them, or you take out a little note card and just write down things that you're learning about this person. You can even make it very, very obvious that you're doing that because you actually care. You could ask a person in the conversation what they were trying to achieve at the event and say to them, hey, if I can meet this kind of people, if I can learn this, if I can do this, I'm going to come back to you. But be useful to somebody. Make sure that people know that you've really taken this relationship seriously. Take some notes. Number 15, follow up or fail. So don't wait until you return home from the conference to reach out to people and reconnect with them. Right there, shoot them that evening, shoot them back a note, how you were impacted by the conversation, how you enjoyed meeting them, how it was particularly important to you, etc. More importantly, the next time you see them, even while you're at the conference, they're going to know that you made that kind of an impact, that you reached out to them, and you'll be able to continue to deepen that relationship as a result. So follow up immediately while you're there, and then continue to follow up subsequently to land the ultimate action that you were looking for when you met them in the first place. Now I'm going to tell you something. Don't be these people. These 5 people are the worst when it comes to conferences. Number 1, the wallflower. This limp handshake, this, standing in the corner, this unassuming demeanor. I want you to be confident. I want you to be strong, not just somebody sitting in a room watching speakers. Okay, how about the ankle hugger? This is why I said, think about the deep bump to move on. The ankle hugger is a total codependent, and it thinks that the first person they met is their BFF for this conference. Out of fear, they shadow this person, etc. I want you to go deep with this individual, but make sure that you're moving around and you're meeting new individuals. This is a rare opportunity with a lot of individuals. Don't just hold on to one person. The celebrity hound. This type of person funnels every bit of their energy in trying to find the most important person at the event. Sure, I understand that would be great if you could do that, but the problem is putting all of your energy around that person may actually just come and go quickly. That person may have, be on guard. Don't put all of your energy in one person. A friend of mine once went to see the King of Jordan speak, and he came back absolutely ecstatic. He had waited an hour or more, along with 500 other people, with just the chance to shake the king's hand. And I asked him, Okay, I get that, but how did you benefit from that? Is that individual ever going to remember you again? Like, what kind of connection did you make? I just wanted to point out the fact that while all of that focus on being a celebrity hound didn't necessarily lead him with any relationships of meaning that he could carry forward. Living in LA, I know this one all too well. The smarmy eye darter, the person who's always looking over someone's shoulder. Nothing will give you a bad rap in less time. Instead, be like, there are certain individuals, like Bill Clinton was very well known for this, where if you spent 30 seconds with that individual, they looked you in the eye, they really were present with you the entire time, and they made you feel like you really mattered. This is much more important. And don't be the card dispenser, that guy that goes around just passing out business cards even when you haven't made a connection. The reason you give a business card, it's to solidify a follow-up contact. It's to solidify, hey, I want to be in touch with you. We've already fermented the relationship. We've recognized something that we want to do in a follow-up. Now, sure, we're going to exchange contact info. Don't need a business card anymore. You can just bump phones. So these are the 15 things that will turn you from a conference commoner to a conference commando. Apply even just a hint of these things, and you're going to make sure that you get the kind of investment, the return on investment that you deserve out of going to these conferences. So if you found this to be helpful, I have a video with even more advice. I call it 40 brutal truths of advice, actually, and you should watch that one next.